Good morning, all of you. Let us continue our topic. We have started the chapter, the landform of the earth. Let us continue. The next topic is mountain. We have started the mountain topic. Now we have to do the types of mountain. Generally, there are the four types of mountains are there. The first one is a fold mountain, block mountain, and residual mountain. These are the four categories of the mountain. First of all, we start the fold mountain. The full mountain, as I told you, the upper layer of the earth is floating on the mantle, which is in the semi-liquid form. So it was just floating like the ship was floating on the water. So when this crust, the forces, two opposite forces, when they works on the same direction, the earth crust is folded. The crust is folded. See, it was given in the figures 5.2 in your chapter. So it was the folding. It was a folding. See, it was given very nicely. It was given the folding of the crust. The one layer was raised, and the other reason is uh, going downward side. So this raised region, see, it was written the raised land is known as an anticline, and the region which goes down is known as a centline. So because of this folding of the earth crust, these fold mountains are occur. This fold occurs generally in the chain, like the Himalaya mountain of India. It was a good example of a fold mountain. Similarly, the Rocky Mountains of the America, the Andes Mountain of the North South America, they are the good example of the folding. When the folding occurs in the region, the vast area is folded, and because of that, it occurs into a chain, or it is occurs into a one by one layer. Chain you can understand as a layer. So most of the mountains of the world occurs because of dew only. These mountains are also known as a young fold mountain. They are known as a young mountain. It is because the origin of these mountains are comparatively new, so they are known as a young fold mountains. During the physical history of the earth, mountain building appears to have the more activity. The young full mountains generally occurs into a chain. I had given an example, many examples. Mountains like the Himalaya, the Rocky, and the Andes are the good example of the fold mountains. Now, the next type of a mountain is known as a block mountain. As I told you, when the two forces acting in the same direction, the folding occurs. But when the two forces working on the opposite direction, the block mountains are occur. See, it was given very nicely in this figure. It was given very nicely the fault mountain. When the two forces acts in the opposite direction, the crust of the earth's crust gets subsidized. When the region is subsidized, the remaining part of the earth remains stand in that region, and that is only known as a block mountain, because the top of the mountain is totally flat, so it is known as a block mountain. It generally occurs in the India. It generally occurs in the region where the faulting occurs, like the Black Forest mountain, or in the Germany is a good example of a block mountain. These are also occurs, this block mountain also occurs not because of the faulting of the earth crust, but sometimes what happen when the earth surface is eroded, the both region is eroded from all the sides, the block remains there. That is also a block mountain. Now the last type of a mountain is known as a residual mountain. Now this residual mountain occurs whenever the surrounding regions, the plain area is there. If the other region is surrounded by the soft rock, all the side of the mountain is eroded, and slowly and gradually this region remains upward, and the rest region was eroded, and they get the shape of the mountain. So it is known as a residual mountain. Many mountains in the world are this type. For example, So these are the three types of mountains. Like one more mountains were there, volcanic mountain with the volcanic eruption layer by layer, the regions is formed and that is known as a volcanic mountain. So these are the four types of a mountain: the fold mountain, the block mountain, residual mountain, and the volcanic mountain. Thank you.